Hey, folks, how we doing out there? It's time for Kevin and Mike Talk Movies again. Once upon a time, there was a guy called Billy Madison.
Yes.
And we're about to get into that movie
all about
today.
His life.
We've done Little Nicky. We've done Happy Gilmore. Now we're here to do Billy Madison, motherfuckers.
Billy.
Sweet Billy boy.
Sweet Billy boy.
Those are the only three we've done so far, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I was thinking about that as you were saying. I was like, what the f did we? Yeah, that's...
And Little Nicky was on the first one we did.
Oh, yeah. It was Little Nicky and Speed.
Right. Oh, darn.
Oh, darn.
Anyways, we're switching up the format for these episodes a little bit.
Trying some.
We're cutting it down to one movie a week. Seeing how that goes. And if you remember from last time, Mike over here picked Billy Madison. I picked American History X, which we'll do next time. And we might be looking for a third seat. Let us know if you want to fill that seat.
Yeah.
And be on the movie podcast with us.
Try a 3-man booth.
Right.
See how that goes. Why not?
It was a little rough after the one I picked last time. Across the Universe.
That was a tough one. We don't know how fucking... what I mean?
We need a third person to bounce shit off of.
Yeah, when you run into that, when you run into the Across the Universe situation, this might be a good idea to have a third person.
Yeah.
Because then, if anything, you just kind of like... My go-to is always pick something that makes me laugh about it and kind of like...
Yeah.
Poke fun at it.
Sure, yeah.
But I do that even with the shit I like. It's kind of like I like to do that.
Right. But yeah, as always, we'll talk about any other movies we watched in the past couple weeks as well. And we'll do a snapshot and kick into the damn thing. You want to clap the cheekers?
Show.
The cheekers.
What if people were like Billy Madison and they start listening to the show and the whole time it's just us going, oh yeah, and it's just, and they maybe it's just the first 10 minutes and they fast forward through the podcast and they fast forward 20 minutes to
This is unlistenable.
Yeah. And they surely they couldn't have done that throughout the whole episode, right? But we did.
It'd be funny if we did.
It'd be funny if we...
It'd probably only be funny to us, though.
Yeah. It's just fun I end up doing the half Adam Sandler, half Jim Carrey from Ace Ventura when I'm just hanging out with my dog.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Sadie will just be chilling. I'd be like, Sadie, I love you. Oh, yeah, start playing. Oh, yeah, pussy. Oh, yeah, good doggy. Who's that? Yeah, who's that, boo? I can do oh, yeah, doggy. Oh, yeah. She's like, I don't give a fuck. You pet me.
Yeah, weirdo.
Yeah.
I thought I was your snack pack.
She's probably chilling, watching me make, TikTok videos and stupid shit like this motherfucker here.
This shit right here.
Of all the people that had to fucking pick me, was this guy.
Did you watch any of the other, any other movies?
This
week?
Want to say that I did.
Oh, shit. Did you jot them down this time?
No. I always forget to do that. At this point, I should just, you know what I mean? Not jot them down. Because when I start jotting them down, I mean,
then it's over.
It's over with, man.
Yeah.
I was definitely on Netflix and Hulu and shit. But what the fuck did I watch, dude? I don't know. Sometimes I really don't fucking honestly just don't remember shit that happened 2 days ago.
Right? No, I get that. I watched Wayne's World 2.
Nice.
Just because, we watched number 1, and I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, go ahead and watch number 2. It was fun. It's still fun, and
It's different.
Yeah.
It's different than the first one.
A little bit.
It's got a different vibe going on.
But yeah, there's still a lot of funny shit that I remembered, and some quotable shit that I can't think of right now.
I just like it when they, like in the scene where they're going from America to England to find the guy. They're like, and it's just like they're showing the plane.
Oh yeah.
And you just see like the stick.
Yeah.
And then like he's doing the over. He's like, I'm so glad Paramount came up with the money to fly us across, Europe and stuff. It's like the stick plane.
Right.
And then they show them standing in front of like the famous monuments, and like Wayne is super tall and skinny, and Garth is like short and chubby. You know what I mean? He's like talking more about, hey, I'm so glad we visited this and this. Right. And this, and it's just two stand-ins that look nothing, they like are not built like them at all.
Right.
I don't know. That shit always
fun times.
I didn't never know. It took me a long time to notice that too. Like
camera 1, camera 2, camera 1, camera 2.
Christopher Walken in the second one.
Oh yeah, dude. He's
kind of the bad guy.
Yeah, a little bit.
But if you're Cassandra, how do you say no to Christopher Walken? I mean, how do you? He just comes up to you and just starts talking like, "Oh fuck, whatever you say."
Yes. What else did I watch? 4th of July. I kind of talked about that on the last one, where it's that new Louis C.K. movie. It was only had a limited run in theaters, and I called off work that day so I can go watch it. It was very good. Very good. Good stuff.
Was it worth it?
I think so.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Have you ever called off work for like anything else like that? That's like kind of funny to like. I've done it.
I call off work all the time for shows and everything.
Well, yeah, for that. I remember I called off work for 2 days when the Metal Gear Solid 5 came out.
Shit.
Yeah, and I scheduled that shit out like a month in advance too. Like when I knew the game was coming out.
Yeah, Richard Gear Solid.
I hated where I was working anyway, so I was like, don't give a fuck. I'm taking these days off. Richard Gear Solid.
What else did I watch? Thoroughbreds. I don't really remember what happened. It was a while.
About some horses.
No, it was these two young women, and they plot to kill one of their stepdads or something like that. Yeah.
Very current.
Yeah. It was weird. I don't know how. Wasn't a great movie.
Was there fireworks in it?
Fireworks?
Yeah, 4th of July.
Oh, that was the other movie. No.
Oh, that was. Oh, I'm just saying it'd been like.
It was like he went on vacation for
4th
of July to go visit his family. Like,
I thought they were like killing him on the 4th of July. Like there's fireworks blasting off in the background as he's like getting stabbed and shit. Oh.
That was Thoroughbreds.
Oh fuck. Shit.
Yeah, but yeah.
Combine those movies.
You combined them.
There you go.
I watched the Bob's Burgers movie. It's like watching the show, basically. No, do you like the show?
Never really watched it.
No, it's all right. It's fine.
Missed the boat on that one.
It's not a bad show. There's funny shit, but the movie just felt like a longer version of the show, kind of.
Was the Simpsons movie? I don't remember. Like I watched it, but
I'm not it's not.
I don't know.
Great. I mean, it's fine. It's like the same thing.
It's a longer episode.
It's been a minute since I've seen it, but I don't know. Sometimes these movies just don't feel right, They're not like
Blur.
They don't. I don't know.
They're not good.
A couple more. I watched Trainwreck, which is a Judd Apatow one. It's got Amy Schumer.
Oh, I've seen that.
And what's his face?
Bill Hader.
Bill Hader, yeah.
And like randomly LeBron James.
Yeah.
He's like good in it too.
There's some funny shit in there. It's a little long. You know, Judd Apatow likes to make these long ass movies. But
I feel like I remember it just kind of being like also like the connect the dots, paint by numbers, like rom-com movie, like where they're going and shit. Only they flip the roles. Now Amy Schumer's like the dude,
right?
And Bill Hader was the woman. They have the part in the movie where, you know, Bill Hader really loves her, but she's too fucked up and can't handle it, you know. So they do some shit and they break up, and then she's gonna do some crazy outrageous stunt thing to get her back at the end, which happens.
A lot of comedians in the movie. That's kind of what made me watch it. Colin Quinn and, you know, a bunch of people.
I just like, he was just hanging out shooting baskets with LeBron James. That was like the most random part. I was like, the fucking LeBron James? And I was like, hey, he's doing a good job.
Well, he's like the he's like the sports doctor.
Yeah, I know, but I was just not expecting like LeBron James to be like good in an acting scene. You know what I mean?
And like, also John Cena, like towards the beginning, was pretty funny. I forget what all.
Yeah, he was like they're getting it on.
Yes.
And he's like, "Oh, you're a man," or something like that. And then he like blows his load.
Yeah, something like that.
She's just laying there like, "What the fuck?"
Then I watched Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Finally.
I know. Well, it finally became rentable on the thing, so I rented it.
It's awesome.
It's pretty great. It's fucking pretty good.
It's like got funny parts in it.
Yeah, there's
it's got
a lot of
action
fucking
in
funny
it.
shit.
It's got a lot of heart and emotional stuff going on.
Yeah.
And some shit that'll make you think.
Yeah. It's deep.
It's got a lot of shit. There's layers to that movie.
You got butt plugs. You got everything.
Everything
bagels.
I told Nate and CJ about it. They're like, "Well, I don't know. I don't do that." I'm like, it's not like that.
I know. There's like dildos and shit, beating people up with dildos.
You're just telling somebody about the movie. You're like, and they're like, "Oh, that sounds great." And then you're like, and then there's some butt plug action going on, and they're like, I'll skip that part.
Right.
When it comes, I'll just skip that part.
Jamie Lee Curtis was great in it. Like, she was wild and scary and shit.
She was scary. I just like how
she stapled the thing to her head and shit.
I know that was one of my favorite parts was to access the powers. They just had to do the most random fucking shit.
Yeah, that's
fun. Where the butt plugs come in.
Right. The dude
they just had a whole fight with them stuck. Stuck in their fucking butts.
Rip them out.
Yeah.
Spoiler alerts, whatever. Yeah. Who cares?
Good movie, though.
Last one I watched was sort of because of Billy Madison. I watched Back to School, Rodney Dangerfield. It's kind of the same premise a little bit, you know. He goes back to school with his son or whatever.
Isn't his son the dude from Karate Kid? Or am I thinking of a different movie?
I am not sure.
Okay.
Not sure about that.
Not Ralph Macchio, but the other guy who's in the Cobra Kai show now. What was his name? I don't know. Anyway.
Never watched it.
Oh,
Rodney Dangerfield's great, though.
Did he say the get respect line?
I get no respect.
It's been a few years, but I went down a random YouTube...
Good teacher really seems to care.
I went down a random Rodney Dangerfield, like on Johnny Carson, like rabbit hole, and like him on old talk shows, just slaying.
I know. He's
just
fucking
killing.
Joke after joke after joke, bro.
Just fucking slaying the whole time, dude. Was laughing my ass off, and it's like him on Johnny Carson in like 1986.
Right. Yeah,
that shit was... It was awesome.
He was a force to be reckoned with.
I saw Thor. I went to the movies.
There you go. That's something.
That's a movie. I saw it. And I woke up at like 9:30 last Sunday, went to the movie theater at 10 in the morning.
Oh, yeah? Early bird special.
As you do, yeah. Nothing going on. So I'm going to wake up and get my theater done and over with for the day. But I liked it. It was enjoyable.
Pumping out some more.
They got to keep those movie theaters afloat, man.
It's Marvel, right?
Yep.
Okay.
That's how they pay the bills at those movie theaters, bro.
I know.
Not every movie that comes out is a Everything Everywhere All at Once that, you know what I mean, blows up.
Fire.
that blows up. For every Thor: Love and Thunder, they put one of those, the little snail movie. You know what I mean?
Oh, Marcel.
Yeah,
the,
she's
the
at the
shell with shoes on.
A24. Yeah, I've seen like every preview for the A24 movies.
Mm-hmm.
For every that,
A24's been killing it though, dude.
but for every movie where you got a little talking snail, you're like, okay, look, we need to make sure we make some money. Let's get fucking Thor over here, and then he'll keep the lights on while these film nerds
like
come over and
Motel
watch
6.
Marcel.
Marcel, the shell with shoes on.
Yeah.
I'll watch that.
Critics are calling it riveting.
I like Jenny Slate, the voice of Marcel. She's great. She was in Everything Everywhere All at Once. She was the one with the dog, where she was fighting with the dog and shit, you know? And then she ended up, like, I think, getting
Was
stuck
she the
in the
daughter?
freezer. No. She was like, she was a customer at the beginning, and she just, I think she called her Big Nose or something.
I don't know. I haven't seen it. It's been a few months.
Yeah. Anyways. They were fighting, and she was like swinging her dog around.
That movie was awesome. Like then later, they're going through like the different universes. Like Doctor Strange did a scene sort of like that, but Doctor Strange only did like a handful. And this movie was like,
I know. Imagine
so
how
many
long it
I know.
took to fucking film that fucking movie.
Yeah,
It seems crazy.
If I hadn't seen that movie before I saw Doctor Strange, I really honestly think I would have enjoyed Doctor Strange more.
That's funny.
But I saw that, then I saw Everything Everywhere All at Once the night before.
Right.
And I was just like,
Hey, man.
you know what I mean? Just wasn't as good.
Win one for that, for the home team.
Yep. Anyway.
Anyways, yeah. Get into Billy Madison, I suppose.
Yeah.
I didn't really write down, like...
I have a couple notes.
I didn't write down notes like I usually do, because I know this movie...
Back and forth.
Back and forth, exactly.
That's kind of why it was like not a bad idea to try this with just this movie, because we know it so fucking well.
Mm-hmm.
I've just been quoting this movie my whole life, dude, since I was 6 or 7 years old.
Right.
Going to school.
Back to school.
Saying
Back
douchebag
to
and shit at
school.
like 8 years old. Like, I think like douchebag got like really popular. Like Adam Sandler maybe popularized douchebag for like our age group. You know what I mean?
When does he say douchebag?
All the time in the 90s, like Big Daddy.
But in this movie, I was
thinking, does he?
I don't know.
I don't think so. He does in some other movies. He's like douchebag, kangaroo, and Big Daddy.
So anyways, 1995, this movie came out. Director Tamra Davis, who was married to Mike D from the Beastie Boys.
Oh, yeah.
Check it.
Check it.
Check it out.
That's cool. Yeah,
I just randomly like came across that while I was looking.
That's a good little fact right there. Kevin coming in hot with the facts.
It's fun.
Kevin just coming in.
The Beastie Boys.
You don't know if any of you stars Adam Sandler.
Right.
You know him from such films as everything he's ever done, because you can't really escape him.
Mr. D.
Even if you don't like his movies, you know him.
Big
you know what I
Daddy.
mean?
Mm-hmm.
People could be like, I fucking hate Adam Sandler.
Jack and Jill.
That movie did suck. That movie fucking
I never
sucked
watched
ass,
it.
dude. Don't watch that
I never
movie.
even watched Click.
Poor Al Pacino. They brought him in for that movie. It was fucking awful. It was fucking so bad. Yeah, there has been some duds that I haven't watched. There's like some on Netflix I haven't seen.
I now pronounce you Chuck and Larry.
Not that great.
50 First Dates.
Like a decent, not as good Wedding Singer.
Wedding Singer. Oh, man.
That one's classic.
Love it.
Yeah, it's got Steve Buscemi in it, who Adam Sandler was in Airheads with the year before with Brendan Fraser. Hot off the heels of Encino Man.
Shit.
But before he was George of the Jungle. Yeah. But that movie, good. Didn't really do that well. Chris Farley was in that movie,
It's
too.
been a minute since I've seen that one.
He does the same line in Airheads that he does in this movie. The good, great, grand, good.
Wonderful.
In Airheads, he's a police officer, and they send Chris Farley to this club to find Brendan Fraser's girlfriend because they need to get their tape played on the radio.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, what does she look like? You're like, she's blonde and wearing tight black clothes. And he goes into the heavy metal bar, and like it's all blondes with black tight clothes. He's like, good, great, grand. I don't know, it's funny.
Oh, by the way, Tamra Davis, the director, also did Half Baked, which is fun.
No,
that's a good one. When was the last
Dave
time you seen
Chappelle.
that one?
It's been a while. Dave Chappelle. I
Cue the
remember
Stain music.
it being like really popular though.
Oh yeah,
like back in the day.
Jim Brewer and
Brewer, Dave Chappelle, and that other guy nobody really remembers.
The guy on the couch, Stephen Wright, who's hilarious.
Billy Madison also has Bridget Wilson. She was in Mortal Kombat as Sonya back in the day, and then she was She was also in The Last Action Hero with Arnold.
Yeah.
Yep. She was hot. She's been hot. I bet she's still hot.
She's super hot, man.
She's
Is there
hot.
anyone hotter than Veronica Vaughn? Jesus Christ.
Not according to the bus driver.
Smoking one piece of ace.
If you know what I mean.
I know from experience.
Yeah. No, you don't.
Well, not me personally, but a guy I know. Him and her got it on.
No, they didn't.
No, they didn't. But you can imagine what it'd be like if they did, huh? Huh?
All right, get on the bus.
No yelling on the bus.
Well, right before that, all the kids are getting on the bus, but they all piss their pants.
He's looking. And then he stops Billy and he like looks up under her skirt and shit.
Yeah, he's that dude that if that was today, he would have had a cell phone out to modernize it. Let's see here. I just think that's cool that Norm Macdonald, this was his first like on-screen movie, which I wouldn't have guessed.
He's funny in this. That part when he's like, it's like after, what are they? Eric he blackmails the principal, and they see it on the news, and he's like, no, wait, maybe it's someone else.
Yeah, the news person is like, billionaire hotel tycoon's son. You know what I mean? It's very specific.
Yeah.
It's super specific. It's going back to school bribes. Yeah, he's super.
Maybe it's someone else.
He's super genuine about it, too. Yeah, he's funny. He was just partied out. He's just sitting there and
yeah, just fried.
He just wakes up. He's like, "Hey, Billy, you remember that time we where's Billy? Billy's at school, man." He goes, "Oh yeah." He's not even there. It had a budget of $10 million, Jack
Nicholson,
and it did a box office number of $26 million.
Dollary dues.
That's pretty good for your first headlining starring movie.
Mm-hmm.
There is some
Bradley Whitford, Eric.
Yeah, he's a bad man.
From Get Out.
He was a bad man in that too.
I got a 41 tomato meter. Doesn't that seem low, dude? What the hell? What's wrong with you motherfuckers?
I don't know. I got some critical review quotes I was going to read.
It's a 79 audience, though, so that's good.
That's more accurate.
The audience knows best.
Yeah, this is actually a review on Rotten Tomatoes I'm about to read.
Give it to me.
It says, audiences who enjoy Adam Sandler's belligerent comic energy may find...
I'm already laughing.
Belligerent, yeah. May find him joyously obnoxious. But this thinly plotted starring vehicle surrounds its star with an aggressively pedestrian movie. Well, okay, why don't you just take the monocle out of your eye, okay? Like,
yeah, Jesus. Come off your high horse.
Fucking Monopoly guy.
You must be the Monopoly guy.
It's a overwhelmingly dislike.
That is fun. We should read more fucking reviews on here, huh? We'll have to like scan before and find some good ones.
Well, this one's kind of fun. It's the old, Siskel and Ebert.
Uh-huh.
So this is the Siskel and Ebert from 1995. They both gave it a thumbs down.
Boo.
Yeah, Robert Ebert said of Sandler, not an attractive screen presence. He might have a career as a villain or as a fall guy or the butt of a joke. But as the protagonist, his problem is that he recreates the fingernails on a blackboard syndrome.
What?
That guy was way off.
Jesus Christ.
It's like his first movie where he's the starring actor, and he's this Robert Ebert is like, he's not an attractive screen presence. Well, buddy, buckle up. Like, he's going to be around for a long time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He really connects with people.
And then this other guy, he had a more fucking sort of aggressive review. He says by the Owen Gleiberman. It doesn't say where he's from, but he says by the end, you'll feel like a drill sergeant. You want to wipe that stupid grin off Sandler's face. Like, that's fucking mean. Like, what the? Like,
Jesus Christ.
Like, this guy's
what,
talking
are you threatening
about
violence now.
Like, he fucking like sees him in the street, and he's gonna go like punch Adam Sandler.
The price is wrong, bitch.
Yeah, I just thought those were like some. That was tough. Like, right off the gate, everybody's hating his fucking movies.
Yeah, what are you gonna do? A lot of haters out there.
A lot of haters out there.
I found some taglines.
Sweet.
To inherit his family's fortune, Billy is going back to school. Way back.
Oh. Again, dude, these are always terrible.
Another one says, there's a new name for dumb, which is meh.
That's what it was. That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
There's a
new name for dumb.
And it's Billy Madison. Is that what they're saying?
Yeah, I guess so. And then another one was, it's a comedy about an overwhelming underachiever.
Give that one a 1 out of 4 stars. That's a 1 star. That is a 1 star.
That's what I got for taglines. No, you didn't.
Now you're doing the suntan lotion. It's good for me.
Yeah, that's the beginning of the movie, right?
Yeah, he's hanging out. He's all hammered. A couple notes that I had was like Billy Madison's like 27, or Adam Sandler. You know what I mean in the movie? I'm like, dude, we're fucking older than Billy Madison. That's fucked up. That's fucked up. Like, pretty soon we're gonna be older than Bill Paxton and fucking Twister.
Oh shit!
Like, what the fuck, you know? It's just fucked up. And then when you get really old, you're like, fuck, dude, I'm as old as Gandalf. I'm as old, you know? It's just like...
James Gandolfini?
Fuck. I hope I'm as cool as Gandalf. He's all looking metal as fuck. Have the long gray hair, the gray beard.
Right.
Instead of a staff, I'm like still fucking around on the guitar and shit.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I was like, damn, I felt old in that moment. Like, Billy's 27. 27 years old.
I know. And what have I done with my life?
I know, but
nothing.
Also, though, when he's in kindergarten and he's chilling, you know what I mean? I was like, I was in like fucking kindergarten. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're on like both spectrums of this fucking scene where you're like, now I'm older than Billy Madison, but I was a fucking kid.
Right.
Like in kindergarten or first grade, watching him, you know, he seems so much older.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Had some weird thoughts. I was like, man, I feel old. Like, this movie made me feel old as fuck. That's one of my notes.
I didn't get those, but...
Well, I never paid attention until I found out he was 27. I was like, fuck.
27 years old, man. So, yeah, Billy is a rich kid. His dad owns the Madison Hotels. Fortune 500 company.
Yep.
And he doesn't do shit but just hang out all day and fucking drink and chill with his buddies,
play Nintendo,
and then
jack off magazines. Norm Macdonald's his buddy. I don't know that other guy.
Yeah, I don't really.
Anyway, he's got his
the
2
mucus
friends.
queen is yours. Thanks.
I just like that part. I don't know, just gonna be jumping around.
She came too.
I drive the bus for the city, I guess, so I can make sure they're turning the wheel right. And I mean, Billy, you forgot your stuff. It's the worst.
It's like macaroni yard.
Yeah, it's like he's got like the paste earlier, and it's like all the kids are making like nice looking like snowmen, I think.
Oh yeah.
And his is just like all fucked up.
Shit.
Yeah, it's a big pile of shit. So when she hands him his like big pile of shit, it's like
and the necklace too.
Not only is he getting
over.
handed it and the necklace, it's like he's got this like shitty, like you couldn't even do that.
Thank you very much, Miss Lippy. He's all pissed.
He's hammered. He like slowly makes his way
pool.
over, and he asks Norm Macdonald, "There's something I was supposed to do today." No, he's like, "What day is it?" Norm Macdonald, I love you. He's like, "October."
He just
something I was
says
supposed
October.
to do. Turns out it's Nudie Magazine Day.
Oh yeah.
He jumps up.
He's all excited.
He's hammered. He's driving the golf cart. The music playing in the background is like that cheesy, like. It's like, look, I'm doing something zany. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm being fucking super zany right now. We need that zany music.
Running over rose bushes and shit in the golf cart, just going out to the mailbox.
He's so drunk that he's hallucinating. I wonder if he
gets all the magazines,
anything else.
And there's like, what is it? Old women and
drunk chicks,
drunk chicks, women over 50 or something.
And then like a she-male magazine or something. He's like looking at him, he's like, hey.
He's like, drunk chicks.
The music's like,
and then that's when you see the freaking penguin, imaginary penguin.
Yeah, did Billy Madison?
That silly penguin is back.
Drugs?
No, there's no penguin.
You have too much sun today. I gotta get him back to the North Pole.
Call the zoo. So yeah, he's chasing around the penguin.
I know, he's got like this real stupid look on his face the whole time he's driving. And that's probably where Roger Ebert was like, took his note down when he's giving the reviews, like, he doesn't have the face of a star or whatever the fuck he said in his review. He's already hating on him. He's like, hate this movie.
This movie.
Hallucinating Penguin.
What was it, 95?
1995.
Yeah, we was fucking young
6
as
years
hell,
old,
young
man.
as hell watching this
6
fucking
years
movie.
old.
Dude.
Watching the shit out of this
Parents
movie.
didn't give a fuck.
Watching the shit out of it.
What is it rated?
PG-13. But he says the F word. He slipped into one, because you get one F word in a PG-13 movie.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's a law. By law.
So yeah, there's all the business people at the front door of his house, and he's all drunk, making a fool of himself, trying to catch this imaginary penguin.
Yeah.
And then he has to go get ready for dinner or something, and that's what the stop looking at me swan scene.
Takes a bath. Yeah.
Shampoo is better. I go on first and I cleans the hair.
Yeah, who's like? I mean, him and Tim Hurley. It says they wrote the script and stuff, and then I guess the movie studio didn't like the script, so they had somebody come in and like do some rewrites. But then when they went to film it, Adam Sandler and them just went back to their version when they made the movie. But they did keep the O'Doyle thing. That wasn't in there.
Oh,
like
really?
The guy who rewrote the movie script and like from the studio, he added the whole O'Doyle storyline.
Interesting.
Yeah, and they left that in there because there's a whole
feeling your whole family's going down.
There's like a whole subplot through this whole movie about the O'Doyles.
The O'Doyle family.
Like they just randomly cut back to the banana on the road. Like, hey, just in case you forgot, there's bananas here. Don't worry, it's gonna pay off.
Hey kids, Who rules?
O'Doyle
rules.
Starts off in kindergarten. There's like an O'Doyle every few grades and shit.
I think he's retarded or something. Oh, that's not O'Doyle. That's the
No,
other kid.
that's the other kid. Yeah, he wasn't an O'Doyle.
Hey, mister, guess what I have for lunch? Beans. Scotty likes his beans.
I like when he gets hit in the face with the dodgeball and he goes in and she's like all doing some like weird dance shit.
Yeah.
It's like playing like
Like some sitar or some
yeah,
shit.
it's like the middle of like Sergeant Pepper's or some shit in there. like, she's dancing. He's like, I'm cool, I'm tired, I think I'm just gonna color something. And he just starts coloring. Dodgeball time. It's Miss Lippy's time.
Yeah.
Comes back later, she's putting paste on her face.
Right.
Like, what the fuck is going on?
Basically, Billy's dad is gonna give the company to Eric because Billy doesn't show any signs of wanting to run the company. He just wants to, hang out and drink all day.
Play Nintendo.
And jack off magazines.
Jack off magazines.
Nudie magazine day. But Billy is like, no, you can't give it to Eric. He's a bad, bad man. And so he comes up with this thing where he will go back to school 2 weeks each grade and graduate. And so if he does all that, he will get the company.
They also they super establish Eric as a bad man right off the bat. Like when he gets out of the limo with Carl, he just looks like a bad guy. Like
he's just all shitty.
In the suit and shit, and he's all pissed off.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm hungry.
I'm fucking starving.
Carl's like, I had some delicious Triscuit crackers in the car on the way over here. But he's being a dick.
If you would have told me there was delicious Triscuit crackers.
He's like making faces at him at dinner and shit. He's like, oh.
Yeah. No gibberish at the table.
Sorry, Daddy. He's
Sorry,
like,
Daddy.
Sorry, Daddy. And he starts eating his soup again.
Just slurping it.
He's like, hey, Billy, I heard you got a little son today.
Hey, Carl, what's up?
Yeah. I heard you got a little son today. I had a little son. Took a nap. Did you take a nap or did you pass out? He goes, Shut up. Classic.
Yeah.
Classic. That's the classic Adam Sandler gibberish.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, he's giving the company away to Eric.
Mm-hmm.
And then, he comes up with the go back to school, and then that's the whole plot of the movie. He's got to get through 12 grades in fucking however many weeks
24 weeks.
Spends 2 weeks in each grade.
Mm-hmm. So, kindergarten was fun. He meets the class, and the part of the book that I don't like.
I just like that
it's all
scene.
Story time.
They're all hanging out and shit, and he looks super into it, and then it just slowly fades, and all the kids are sleeping, and he's still super interested in the book. he's
the
riveted.
Puppy who lost his way. The part of the story I don't like is that the kid gave up looking for his dog after an hour. You gotta think. You got a pet. You got a responsibility. You don't just look for an hour and call it quits. You get your ass out there and you find that fucking dog. Is that the fucking you were talking about?
Yeah, that's the one fuck.
Perfect.
Yeah, and then they show him
perfect placement,
clapping the erasers together, and she's just sitting there painting, putting paste on her face. Just the most random shit in this movie.
Yeah, and then obviously the dodgeball scene, which everybody knows. If you don't know the lore about that, he was really pelting those kids with the dodgeball. He was really going for it.
I saw a clip. He was on Conan or something like that, and he talked about it.
What did he say? He's like, it's just really fun hitting kids with balls.
He's like, you're all in big, big trouble. You just show up to the set that day, and literally all it says on the call sheet is dodgeball, hit kids with dodgeballs. That's all you had to do that day.
He hits the one kid in the stomach. Ooh.
Shit, dude, if I was a parent, I'd have been almost stoked. I'd be years later, I'm hey son, you remember that? Remember that time you were in that Billy Madison movie? And Adam Sandler hit you with the dodgeball? That was a good time, right? You're like, yeah, I got his autograph. That would have been fun. I would have probably like signed up for that.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I'll fucking go ahead, throw a dodgeball at me.
Oh man.
He goes through second grade. He wins the spelling bee.
Oh yeah, the couch.
Yeah. Would you find out that his dad has been paying his way through school since the beginning?
ROCK.
You remember that spelling bee in the third grade? Yeah.
Rock.
R-O-K.
Yeah, so.
R-O-C-K.
Oh, the C is silent.
He's just fucking. He's like, I bet like rich people really do that. Actually, matter of fact, rich parents do that shit. The Full House, you remember that show?
Yep.
Anyway.
Whatever happened to predictability?
Okay. Fucking stay on target.
Right.
The fucking aunt lady on there, Uncle Jesse's old lady, in real life, got in trouble for paying for her kids to get into a good college.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry I took us down this route.
I heard about that.
Yeah, I shouldn't have led us here, and this is...
That's cool.
It's a dumb... America.
Dumb sidebar.
Dumb sidebar. Yeah. Yeah, at third grade. Wow, first and second grade were easy, but social studies division... This is going to be tough. And there's just that kid. He's just like staring at him. He's like, doesn't know what to think.
So he turns over and says it again.
One of my favorite scenes, though, was when he was at lunch in first grade and the kids are talking about video games.
Yeah. Mortal Kombat for Sega Genesis is the best game ever.
He just turns over to him and is like, I disagree. It's a very good game. But I think Donkey Kong is the best game ever.
Donkey Kong sucks.
He's like, you know something? You suck. I don't know. It's like he's like, yeah, he is a fucking dumb idiot man-child.
I think Donkey Kong is the better game.
Yeah, but you can't rip somebody's spine out of their body on Donkey Kong, bro.
Hey, he started it.
You can't do that. Yeah, third grade's where you meet Miss Vaughn.
Yeah, he's been
so hot.
He's been chasing around this teacher. You know, she's like not been really giving him
because he's an idiot who's coming back through school.
Right.
Like it's totally like this woman wouldn't fall for him in real life. I would fucking you know what? I wouldn't be fucking surprised. Just saying. Mm-hmm. They might be like, hey, got a lot of money.
Right.
He's a fucking idiot. I don't fucking care.
Plus he does that nice thing for old, what's the kid's name?
Billy. Hey, Billy, did you fall in love with the wall or something?
Is it his name, Billy?
Is it? His name is Billy. What's the little kid's name's not Billy?
I don't know. I'm trying to think.
What's this? I don't know. Yeah, Miss Vaughn's not happy with him. She's like, oh, he's like, I'm going to school. Me too. I'm going to teach. I'm going to learn.
She's like, don't you think it's pathetic that just because of who your father is, you get to come back to school all over again?
Yes, I do.
Well, as long as you know.
Well, all right.
And then, what is it like? She's like, we're gonna read the story, My Sister Fanny, and all the kids laugh. She's like, all right, calm down. Turn to page 69. He's like, 69. No one laughs.
Yeah, you don't get that joke when you're 6 years old, though. Like you watched that movie for years as a kid. You think I remember thinking he just thought everybody was gonna laugh again.
Right.
Like everybody laughed when they named the movie. Everybody's gonna laugh again, and nobody laughed that time.
He thought all these kids would know what 69 is.
That's what I'm saying. You don't know. You don't fucking know when you're a kid.
Yeah, and the kid's all stuttering, trying to read. And he's like, today, Junior. And then Miss Vaughn is pissed. Making fun of a child for trying to read. Are you insane or some shit?
Yeah. I'm sorry. I can't hear you because I've been physically abused in the ear. Your lips are moving. I can't make out the words.
So, yeah.
Slowly, though, Miss Vaughn starts to get charmed by him because it's a movie.
Yeah,
it's gotta happen.
They go on the field trip.
Yep.
And Yeah, that's where the other little kid fucking pees his pants. And he's like, what's wrong with him? Dude, I gotta know what the fuck is his name. Dude, I'm about to look this shit up.
Is it like Timmy? Billy? Timmy? Jimmy? I don't know. What happened? You fall in love with the wall or something?
Ernie.
Fuck, dude. Why didn't you remember Ernie?
So yeah, he puts water on his own crotch to make it look like he peed his pants, and he he convinces all the kids that peeing your pants is cool.
And the old lady's like, if peeing your pants is cool, consider me Miles Davis.
That's the grossest thing I've ever heard.
I was just like earlier when they're like walking, she's like, what is a horseshoe? What does a horseshoe do?
Are there any horse socks? Is anybody even listening
Is
to me?
anybody even listening to me? I just laughed at that part.
That's fucking
It's
funny.
like, and it's like quick and over with. Yeah. What's I don't know. That shit just made me laugh.
Yeah.
Billy passes the 3rd grade and he gets a fucking rock band.
Oh yeah. Billy passed the 3rd grade. Oh, what a glorious day.
The Billy Madison way.
Is that the party
He's
where
"You
he's
rock."
like, you want to go put a bunch of beer in a bucket?
It may be one of the birthdays. Yeah, Norm McDonald.
We want to get that donkey all drunk. How does he say it?
He's like, hey, he's like, you want to get that donkey drunk? Get it all messed up? He's like, maybe later, pal. He's like, okay, I'm gonna go get some beer in a bucket.
Put some beer in a bucket.
Yeah, go put some beer in a bucket. Well, we missed the fucking thing on the board there. He called the shit poop.
Oh, yeah, great
He was
scene.
running around at the beginning of the movie. They were lighting. They were like, here's a nice piece of shit. And they scoop it up into the bag.
Right.
After they just got done.
Old man Clemens hates shit. He's gonna shit when he realizes it's shit.
Who's got the lighter?
Yeah. Don't put it out with your boots, Dad.
Damn, it's one of them flaming bags again.
Call the fire department. This one's out of control.
Yeah. Don't put it out with your boot, Dad. Don't tell me my business.
Devil woman.
Yeah. Is he the same guy from Big Daddy? The old guy?
Poop again.
Is he the old guy from Big Daddy? In the bar? Can you think of that guy's face? Is that him?
I don't recall.
No, the old guy, he's like, hey, old man Rivers, why don't you shut up before I smack you through the wall?
It's a good line.
Yeah,
I don't remember, though.
It's a good line. It's a good line, Rob.
Yeah, and then old man Clemens hates shit.
Yeah, that was earlier. We're just jumping around.
He called the shit poop. That's a funny fucking line right there.
He starts to, he goes through 3rd grade, 4th, 5th. I mean, really, they kind of like fast forward to him in high school, like right after he's done with 3rd grade.
Yeah, pretty much. And
he goes back to hang out with him. He's like, oh, well, he gets picked on in school.
yeah, he shows up in like a jean jacket and fucking
Trans Am
REO
car.
Speedwagon fucking shirt.
Fucking that fucking stroke me.
Wow.
Stroke me.
Yeah, he's thinking he would return to high school and be
super cool still.
like he was back in the day. But yeah, he does get bullied and shit, and he
By
starts
O'Doyle.
hanging out with them loser kids.
The O'Doyle comes over and pours the shit on him. He's like, oh, no. He's like, why are you guys sitting over here? We're like, we're the losers. We're the guys that everybody picked on before you came.
Right.
He's like, I'm not a loser. This is giving me a hard time because it's my first day or whatever. He's like, this guy has, what are you in loser denial?
Had a bad case of loser denial myself.
Until I had a parking cone shoved up my ass. You should start cutting your underwear before you get to school.
That way it rips easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He goes back to Miss Vaughn's class to say hi. He's like, and the little kid, he's like, what? They're all like, what's high school like, Billy? He's like, it's great. Everybody treats you really nice. And that little kid's like, I can't wait till I gets to high schools.
Yeah, the little fat kid. He's like, don't say that.
The way he like just turns to the camera, he's like, you know what I mean?
Don't you ever say that. Stay here.
He starts shaking his head.
Stay as long as you can.
Yeah.
You gotta cherish it.
You do.
You do.
That little kid's like, what the fuck?
Dude. And they're all like, when they like eat lunch with the kids again, and the Sloppy Joe's lady.
Sloppy Joe lady. Yeah, is that a callback to the Lunch Lady song?
Maybe.
Sloppy
I
Joe's
never
and Lunch
think
Ladies?
of that. Sloppy Joe SNL skit.
Yeah, he's like, you want to come play some fucking soccer? He's like, no, I can't. I got school. And he just starts scarfing down the fucking Sloppy Joe. I don't know. Like, this guy's a big ass fucking kid.
I know how you kids like 'em extra sloppy. Lady,
Stop it, lady. Stop it, lady. You're scaring us. She does have that, like, that creepy, evil, like, witch fucking laugh.
Yeah, raspy ass voice.
Like she
shit.
smokes 3 packs of cigarettes a day for the last 40 years. Probably drinks.
Yeah. So, and then, like, is that when Eric gets to the principal?
He bribes the principal.
Blackmails him, yeah.
Yeah, he was a pro wrestler and sat on a guy's face and killed him.
Yeah, the revolting blob.
He was supposed to pinch my leg when he was running short of air. Yeah, the revolting blob. Yeah, he blackmails him because he's he's evil.
He doesn't want the kids to know that he killed a person.
He killed a person.
So, yeah, and then
real quick, he's like, "Tell me what you know." To the janitor guy, Eric. He's like, "Tell me what." He's like, he pulls out like a crinkled piece of paper, and he's like, "Billy likes to drink soda. Miss Lippy's car." He like looks around first. He's like, "Miss Lippy's car is green."
How about you, Sideburns? You want some of this milk?
I'd rather have a beer. Anyway, let's fucking fast forward to where we were.
So yeah,
that's the Norm Macdonald scene.
Yeah, he goes on the news and tells everybody that Billy paid him to pass all his classes, which he didn't.
He didn't. He did it fair and fucking square, bro.
Square. He got through elementary school fair and square.
He did. He got to high school, and that's fucking Robert Smigel is the chemistry teacher.
Chlorophyll.
And he's like, and you won't believe what happened next. Chlorophyll, and you know what I mean?
Chlorophyll sounds more like borophyll.
No, I will not make out with you. I'm trying to pay attention to class. You're talking about making out with me?
You got chlorophyll guy up here talking about God knows what, and all you're talking about is making out with me. I'm here to learn, not to make out with you. Yeah. Go on with the chlorophyll.
Go on with the chlorophyll. Classic.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Then all the kids band together. They're like, well, he starts to spiral out of control.
Oh yeah.
That's where the Sticks kicks in.
The song.
Yeah, when I was a little kid, I was like, that song fucking rules. He's like, the jig is up, the news is out.
Oh,
they
yeah.
finally found. He's
you,
like,
me, Jack, and Frank.
He's holding like a keg over his hand and shit. Every time he comes in and out of the fucking his like tent, he's like more and more fucked up and crazy.
Right.
He's just getting hammered.
I'm alone and man. But then, yeah, the other song, yes, I will go back to school.
Oh, that's, after he visits her house.
Yeah, because Veronica Vaughn comes and like beats the shit out of him, telling him he needs to go back to school and figure out and make sure the principal is telling the truth and shit. But yeah, that song is great.
I got a quick shout out to my buddy Jaso, who I seen yesterday at the concert. We were hanging out one time. He did the best Chris Farley Veronica Vaughn like impression I've ever heard in my fucking life. Like, he fucking nailed it.
That Veronica Vaughn.
I don't know how he did it, but he fucking nailed that shit. He nailed the squeal. He nailed the squeal on that. Yeah. They come, he's like trying to get her to go out and light shit on fire with him. And then he hallucinates the penguin.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, I see what's going on here. Although,
so sorry to interrupt.
Like when he's like grabs her mouth, he's like, no more talkie. I was like, damn. I was like, society now. I was like, damn. Like, he's kind of lucky though. She didn't go Sonya Blade. Fucking karate kick the shit out of him. Right. There. So sorry to interrupt. Like the penguin's got like a daiquiri. He's like he's holding a little drink.
Yeah.
He's just like, what the hell? Like, they had to be high while they were writing this movie.
Fucking something.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. But
like, you know that scene we've been working on? I finally cracked it last night. Throw a fucking penguin in there. Nice.
I'm trying to think of how that song starts. Veronica, I thank you.
Oh, where he's like
just
it goes yeah. I think that's how it starts.
Yeah, but what's the words? Like yes, I will go back to school to achieve victory.
Yeah. Or he's like, no, how does it start?
I think that's how it starts.
Yeah, yeah, does he? Because he goes,
yes. Go back to school.
Well, first he's getting his ass kicked.
Right.
And
maybe they're playing Marco.
Yeah, they wake up and they're like, Norm Macdonald's like laying upside down and backwards on this fucking old like beach lawn chair. He's like upside down and shit.
Right.
Like, what is Billy and his friend doing? Playing a game?
They're playing water polo.
Marco Polo. And she's just like beating the fuck out of him. Like, he gets his ass kicked in this movie and in Happy Gilmore.
Yeah.
Also, Adam Sandler was playing basketball in this movie. Started in movie 1. Because there's that whole thing where, you know, they say he plays basketball pretty much in every movie.
Mm-hmm.
He plays basketball in a lot of them. Well, when he's in first grade, he's playing basketball with the kids, and he's like blocking their shot.
Yeah, he's
blocking.
Don't ever leave me open.
Don't ever leave me open, son. I'm gonna hit it every time. Like, blocking their shots and stuff. That part was always fucking funny. But yeah.
But
yeah.
Hey, kids, it's me. I bet you thought that I was dead. When I fell over, I just bumped my head.
Got a hemorrhage in my head.
Yeah, a fucking clown from way earlier in the movie fell over.
And everybody clapped and laughed at him as he's like bleeding down his mouth. It's so random.
And then he just pops up during the song. He's like, I'm not dead.
I bet you thought that I was dead.
Do you have any more gum?
They start marching, and then all of a sudden, like, the fucking nanny's in there. She's like, oh my God. They're just like cutting to her.
He's a fine piece of ass, though, too.
Want me to take my shirt off? No, that's okay. Well, just remember, honey, the offer is on the table. And I'm like, does she mean like her tits are on the table, or like the offer's on the table, or both?
Yeah, I don't know. I thought I was your snack pack. She's
weirdo.
Fucking funny.
Yeah, she's hilarious. She's a fine piece of ass. She's a fine piece of ass.
You better get those beautiful buns up that driveway.
She was awesome. Fuck. Like, they picked the perfect fucking person for that.
So good.
Doesn't she make out with Norm Macdonald at the end of the movie?
She makes out with someone.
I think so.
One of them.
When everybody starts kissing each other.
Chris Farley's kissing the penguin.
Yeah, and then some other shit's going on with the penguin. When you realize when you're older, you're like, oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Okie dokie.
But anyways, so they get all the kids to go to the principal's house and be like, tell him it wasn't true.
Yeah, and he folds, and then that comes down to, mano y mano.
What does that mean?
That means
Carl, what does that mean?
It's an academic decathlon. Yeah, they do that whole thing. They go through all the rounds of the different skills.
Yeah.
and he's fucking getting quizzed and shit. He's trying to get Veronica Vaughn to take her clothes off by answering each question right.
Oh, yeah.
And he starts to get it wrong. And then when they come back later, he's like, Spanish Arm. When's the Spanish Armada? He's like 18. I forget the fucking year. And it's just Chris Farley. That is correct.
That is correct.
He starts to fucking take his shirt off. He like does a little hair wave.
Who would eat 30 bag of lunches?
Just cut to them laughing.
Yeah. So, and then there's like a whole montage of them doing different things, like
running, track and field.
He pulls his boot out of the pot, and the music. He's good. He just blows into the clarinet.
Yeah, he was kind of like
He's good.
Eric was like shredding a little bit on the violin.
Yeah. And then like Shakespeare and shit.
They were baking. Eric catches on fire, and he's like fully engulfed in flame.
Just laughing.
And he's just like clapping and laughing. Adam Sandler's clapping and laughing at him. Clapping and laughing, or laughing?
Clapping and laughing.
Laughing.
Clapping.
At the end though, they have the like the Jeopardy style.
Oh yeah, but
like
yeah, they do the. But before that, I mean, we got a flashback to where Veronica Vaughn tells Billy that maybe he wasn't as nice to the people he called losers back when he was in high school.
This was after the O'Doyle loser denial thing, after he shook the little chubby kid's face and all that stuff.
Right. So he called up Steve Buscemi and was like, sorry for treating you bad in high school and shit.
He's like, is this Daniel McGrath? Yeah. Daniel McGrath, who graduated from Nib High School in 1986? Yeah.
Yeah. And
had a phone book, dude. When's the last time you seen a phone book in a movie?
And then he has, you just see him, he's got a list of people to kill, and he crosses off Billy's name.
And then he puts on some lipstick and like lays back.
So flash forward to where we're at the quiz part or
show.
whatever. No.
Some of the what the fuck? My mind is blanking. Some of the categories are fun. Well, so before, when they're getting ready to do the Jeopardy thing, the Jeopardy host, he's like, what does he say while they're outside? He's like, my wife, who is he's like, if any of you attempt to cheat, like my wife.
Yeah, some shit.
Like that. He's just like he's like real like
tramp.
He's like real by the book about it. And he's like, if any of you two decide to cheat, like my wife, who is a horrible tramp, I will disqualify you. You know what I mean? Right. So then you cut to them in the auditorium, and I looked it up, some of the categories, because you'd only see it like little for like flashes because of how the camera angle is.
Flaming dog poo and the human response.
There's one. It's my wife is common street trash.
That's probably from the guy.
Yeah. My wife, the tramp. It's another category.
Business ethics.
Burning dog poo and the human response. U.S. presidents. My spouse is sleeping around.
They're all just peppered in a bunch of them about his wife.
Peppered in all kinds of shit. Yeah, those were fun. Like, nice, like funny to like. You could like pause and like pick out a few.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. When they say burning human dog poo and the human response, they just cut over to Adam. He's like, yes.
Got his fingers crossed and shit.
Where they talk about like the rise of the Industrial Revolution or something like that.
Yeah, and he tries to refer to the puppy who lost his way.
He's standing on kindergarten. Stage. He's standing on stage, and he looks out in the crowd and sees Miss Lippy, his kindergarten teacher, and she's like smiling at him and nodding yes. You know what I mean?
Right.
It's like, yeah. And then they cut back. He's like, in society, people didn't know where to find him. But the puppy was a dog. But he's like, but the industry was a revolution. and nobody's saying anything. Hip-high football rules.
Yeah, and everybody cheers. And then he's like,
Mr.
I award you
Madison.
no points.
He's like, Mr. Madison, at no point in your incoherent, moronic rambling did you say anything that resembled, an answer. I award you no points, may God have mercy on your soul.
It's like a simple no would have sufficed. Oh, yeah.
Eric loses.
So, yeah, they're picking each other's categories, and Billy picks business ethics for Eric.
Yeah, because he's a sleazy businessman.
And, yeah, he's fumbling with the question or the answer.
Pulls out a gun.
Yeah, he just pulls out a gun, and he's fucking... And, what didn't he take someone hostage? Or no?
Yeah, didn't he?
Did he grab someone? Veronica, or he's about to shoot Veronica.
He was about to shoot Veronica, then the principal came in, dressed out, decked out in his wrestling gear.
Yeah, and then he gets up one more time to try to shoot Billy or something, and then that's when the old boy, who he apologized to back earlier in the movie,
saved him, shot
Buscemi.
Shot him. He's like, man, I'm glad I called that guy.
Yeah. And he takes off, and
he wins.
He wins.
They're having the celebration. He decides to hand over the company to Carl. He's going to go to college and be a teacher.
Carl, good to see you.
Yeah. He's like, I think Eric's up to something. He's like, yeah, he was talking about something, and he did that laugh he does. Oh, yeah, how's that laugh go? He's like, oh, yeah, that sounded just
good.
like him.
Yeah. So, yeah, he gives the company to Carl, because Carl's always been cool. They
cool
seem
guy.
like they had a good relationship, him and Carl.
Yeah, Carl was offering to, like, help Billy while he's learning to do it and get his feet wet. And earlier in the movie, Eric's like, he's a fucking idiot. And he's like, he's not. You know what I mean?
Right.
He knows.
Yeah, he's standing up for him.
He's standing up for him. So, also, real quick, shout out the fucking dad in this movie. The dad from fucking The Christmas Story that you see every fucking Christmas. Billy Madison's dad. He's the dad from The Christmas Story. Fragile.
I haven't seen that in
You've
fucking
never
forever.
He's that guy. Just know. Just so you know. He's the dad
I remember
Story.
watching that as a kid, but it's been so long. Yeah. Super long.
Yeah, that was him. And you made it.
That was number 2 for today.
No shit. You kind of like banked that one off a little bit. Everybody starts fucking making out at the end of the movie, like in celebration. Mm-hmm. And I think Norm Macdonald starts making out with the fucking maid.
Right.
And then the mucus queen is getting the 2 high school kids, right?
And they're like, no.
Yeah, well, no, she's like they're like kissing her on the cheek, like the 2 nerds from high school.
Oh,
and then his like friend, Adam Sandler's friend, turns over. Yeah, and that chick's like,
the
no.
2 little girls.
Yeah, she's like, no.
2 younger girls.
She's like, no. And then it cuts over to Chris Farley and the penguin.
Yeah.
He's like making out with the penguin.
He's all like grabbing the beak and kissing it.
And then like all of a sudden you just see like the fucking like the flipper fanning something down there. You know what I mean? He's like, yeah. And then Chris Farley looks down and goes, whoa. Like, never understood that as a kid.
Penguin was jerking him off.
Yeah. Yep. That's what it seemed like.
And
like, look, today we're shooting a scene. It's you got the guy in the penguin suit over there.
It's open to interpretation.
You've met Frank. He's the guy who's been in the penguin suit the whole time. Frank, this is Chris. Looks like he's jacking you off today.
I stole this shirt from Frank.
That's Billy Madison.
But yeah, that's the movie. God, what a movie. Classic. I've seen it a million times, and it still holds up. It's fucking hilarious.
It might be the nostalgia, but who knows? I don't care if it is.
No, I think the jokes are solid, dude, and they.
It's just like
a lot of funny shit.
Like you were saying the other day, it's like pretty fast. It moves like joke to joke. Oh, it's just joke,
yeah,
joke,
dude,
joke.
It's rapid fire
joke.
So where are you sitting at? What do you think with the rating?
It's still like a 7 for me, like a 6.5.
Yeah, that's where I'm at too.
6.5, 7 for me.
I'm at a 7, dude. I don't know. It's
classic. It's classic.
Great. It's a great movie. If you've never seen it, go fucking watch it. Jesus Christ. What are you waiting for? Anyways, yeah. So, good times. Great movie.
Yes.
Next time, we'll be doing American History X.
So fucking buckle up.
We still kind of went a little long.
Did we? Figures.
It's like 110.
Fuck.
But this one,
I took us down that fucking sidebar.
we just it's all the little jokes and shit that we had to quote and shit, because we know this movie too well. I think that's why.
Yeah.
But yeah, thanks everybody for listening. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Good
Hope
time.
you enjoy it. And it wasn't, the whole podcast wasn't us going, yeah, so you thought we were going to do that, and we didn't. Well,
alrighty then.
in the immortal words of Jim Carrey, well, see you later.
Take care now. Bye then. Dale.